Good Business Pinellas is back, and we're here at the EpicCenter in Largo for the Small Business Administration Pinellas Growth Conference. It's an annual event and we'll bring you all the highlights. We'll also have details on the real estate database from Pinellas County Economic Development and an entrepreneurial story from our Job Corps Center in St. Petersburg. It's all coming up next on
finding a customer, having a customer that wants your product or service. Because that's number one. Number two is you got to become valuable.
That's Robert Chavarria with the Small Business Administration Tampa office, giving advice to small businesses and entrepreneurs here at the conference today. Hello and welcome to Good Business Pinellas. I'm Libby Bolling, and we are at the EpicCenter in Largo, outside of the collaborative labs where the SBA Pinellas Business Growth Conference is taking place. Today's topic is how to grow your business, and we've got the experts for you to give you some good advice on how to grow and expand your business. Today, Kurt Forster, certified business consultant with the Small Business Development Center at Pinellas County Economic Development, which is housed here at the EpicCenter. He's going to share with us how to grow your business and training that's available at the Small Business Development Center. We'll also have Kelley Rexroad of K-Rex Consulting. Kelley is a human resource consultant and a business coach, as well as a nationally known author. She's going to share facts and tidbits about how to implement the Affordable Care Act. And we'll also have information about the real estate database that's available on pced.org. And we'll also visit St. Petersburg's Job Corps Center and visit with a young entrepreneur. But right now, let's take a look at the training available at the Small Business Development Center in our Dateline Pinellas.
The Pinellas County Small Business Development Center, located at Pinellas County Economic Development, offers business development training for entrepreneurs and startup businesses. You can register for any of the training classes online at pced.org. Here are some of the courses coming up. Starting a business, licenses, permits, and legal requirements to start a business. Learn about local, state, and federal requirements when starting a business. Offered the first Tuesday of every month from 12 noon to 2 p.m. The cost is $10. Growing a business, the secrets of success for startups and existing business owners. Learn the essential ingredients to growing a profitable business. Offered the first Thursday of every month from 12 noon to 2 p.m. The cost is $10. Business plans for every situation, from staying on task to getting a loan or informing investors. Learn how to write a successful, well-thought-out business plan. Sessions will be held on Thursday, August 8th and December 12th from 12 noon to 2 p.m. The cost is $25 and includes course materials. Understanding SBA loans. Getting an SBA loan could be just what your business needs. A Small Business Administration representative will walk you through the most relevant SBA programs available to small businesses seeking credit and how to increase your chances of getting loans. Sessions will be held on September 12th and October 31st from 12 to 2 p.m. The cost is $10.
We're back at the SBA Pinellas Business Growth Conference, where behind me, business owners are getting speed consulting from SBDC Certified Business Consultants. Now, if your business needs information on how to grow, how to expand or market your business, or training opportunities, you need to contact Pinellas County Economic Development. You can visit their website at pced.org, where you'll find a wealth of information about relocation, expanding your business, marketing your business, and also training resources available through the Small Business Development Center. Again, that website is pced.org, or give them a call at 727-464-7332. Or keep in touch with them through Facebook and Twitter at Pinellas Biz. That's Pinellas, B-I-Z. Still to come on Good Business Pinellas, we visit Pinellas County's Job Corps Center and meet a young lady whose fashion sense may make business sense. And reporter Lynn Szynski takes us on a tour of Pinellas County Economic Development's real estate database. But first, we'll be back to talk with certified business consultant Kurt Forster about growing your business. Stay tuned.
The bike is ready to go. Unfortunately, the motor is inside the house playing video games. Today, many kids are obese, most can't do 2 push-ups, and nearly half exhibit risk factors of heart disease. You can help. Dust off that bike, play catch, get out the skates, swim with your kids, show them exercise is fun and important. Contact the American Council on Exercise. Log on to acefitness.org or call 800-825-3636.
Because that's number one. Number two is you gotta be.
Welcome back to Good Business Pinellas. I'm Libby Bolling. Joining me is certified business consultant Kurt Forster with the Small Business Development Center at Pinellas County Economic Development. Thanks for joining us, Kurt.
Well, thank you so much, Libby.
Today you're hosting the SBA Pinellas Business Growth Conference. Tell us
Right.
about the conference today.
Well, this is National Small Business Week, and as part of the National Small Business Week, the SBA is celebrating that by putting on conferences throughout the country, and we're partnering with them and putting on our growth conference, and the SBA has been a part of that. And today we've got a keynote speaker for lunch who is talking about the Affordable Health Care Act, and I just finished talking about growing your business.
Mm-hmm. And tell us, what kind of information are you sharing with businesses
Well,
today?
one of the neat things about my job is that I learn from the people that I see. So I'm able to share that then with the next person. So we see about 1,000 people a year through our Business Development Center, and we've noticed things that make one business more successful than another, and we're trying to share that with the rest of the community.
Mm-hmm. And so today you're also going to do some speed consulting. Tell us about that. Is that like speed dating or something?
Perhaps. We have several different consultants that people can use to assist them with their business. And some of us are specialists. My own specialties are in areas of marketing and finance. Other people have specialties in things like intellectual property law, accounting, management, all sorts of different human resource issues. So it's an opportunity for businesses to find that consultant that matches their needs.
Mm-hmm. So if people weren't able to attend this conference, what can they do? They can come to the Small Business Development Center, can't they?
Sure, get in touch with us at the Small Business Development Center. We can assist them through a free consulting session. All of our consulting is free. And you really can't use us up. It continues to be free. It's not a one-time thing. I have people who come and see me once a week, once a month, once a quarter. And then we also have a number of different seminars, which is also a really great place to start. And sometimes it's more comfortable to go attend a seminar that is in a focus area that somebody needs help with, maybe marketing or starting a business or growing a business or finance. And by attending that seminar, they'll get to know all of the different things that we offer.
And one of the biggest things that people, I think, run into trouble with is, how to market their business. You offer training on that as well?
We do. We have a beautiful 2-hour seminar. I think the cost of our seminar is $25. It's very minimal. And then people often will follow up with me in a consulting session. It might take a couple of times, but we'll work on a marketing plan after they get that initial information through the seminar.
And what other courses do you offer?
Well, the first Tuesday of every month, we offer a seminar called How to Start a Business. And nearly 50% of the people we assist are starting a business. So this is a chance to get the information they need to get started, be legal, maybe in some ways it's enough to make you dangerous, right? And then the first Thursday of every month, we have a seminar called How to Grow a Business. And in that case, we're helping existing businesses to grow to the next level. We have other seminars in marketing, finance, accounting, Facebook, social media, websites, you name it. Come check out our website. We have them all listed there.
All right. Well, thank you, Kurt, for all the valuable information. And if you'd like to get in touch with Kurt and the Small Business Development Center, you can email them at businesshelp@pinellascounty.org or call 727-453-7200. Well, it's all about growing your business today on Good Business Pinellas. Maybe you even need to expand your business. Well, Pinellas County Economic Development has expanded their real estate database. Lynn Szynski brings us the details.
Well, thanks, Libby. And here I am at Pinellas County Economic Development with Dede Haggerty, Business Development Specialist for the department. And Dede, growth is the watchword in any kind of an economic situation. You have to grow or you'll start to decline.
Right.
But here in Pinellas County, we're so built out that for a business to grow, there are certain challenges that need to be met.
Right.
It's a little bit more difficult. But you're going to tell me that you have a new tool on the Pinellas County Economic Development website to allow businesses to expand and grow their business a little bit more easily.
Yes, at pced.org, the way that you get to our new tool is by going right here to the center of our page and clicking on the for sale or lease sign to do the real estate search.
Okay.
It will take you out of our site and onto the tampabaysites.org, which is our new site for our site selectors, our existing businesses to conduct searches.
And I
throughout the
see you
county.
have a map here, you have a little search window. Let me give you a question then. I'm a small businessman here in Pinellas County and I want to expand
Right.
and I want to see what kind of space is available in my neighborhood, say, or in Pinellas County anywhere.
Then you've come
how
to
would
the
you
right
help
site.
me? Okay, show me how it works.
For this particular search, we have a big draw on industrial space right now. So what we've done is a 15,000 to 25,000 square foot search for industrial space. You enter your parameters in and go ahead and click search.
All right, let's do that.
And it'll pull up a map and it will map particular properties that we have that our
yeah.
realtors have put into the
Look at
database.
that.
Now it only maps 5 at a time for the time being, but you can scroll down and you can see that there are several more properties here. You can pan through the pages to look through them all, but basically it highlights each one of the properties here, and under each one, if you click on it, it'll pull up a full report of that property
And
for
you
you.
get a street view kind of what the property
Absolutely.
looks like from the outside, all the important information that I would want to know as a businessman.
Right.
Now, a big question, what about incentives? You know, business people always are looking for incentives before they move. How can the map help me with that?
Well, we have layers built into that under the Layers tab up at the top of the search. We'll go to the Incentives
All right.
bar,
Perfect.
and then we can turn some of these on, which are basically how we look into our redevelopment for the county as well. So you've got your search up. Once you turn on those layers, it highlights it on the map. You can zoom back in and find out if that property is located in one of those redevelopment or incentive zones.
So that might provide a special benefit for me to redevelop there,
Yes,
to relocate
possibly.
there.
Absolutely.
That's great. Now, Pinellas County is made up of 24 municipalities.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the very unique thing about us, that each of these neighborhoods has a particular personality.
Mm-hmm.
So how does the map kind of help to profile those neighborhoods?
Right. Well, on the main map, when it comes up on the main page, underneath all of our municipalities and our communities are highlighted below, and it gives information like population, labor force, job growth, how many bachelor's degrees there are.
Just the information that a businessman would be interested in finding out about.
Absolutely.
So that's great.
Here's
All
our
right.
report on Gulfport. You can get
All
kind
right.
of
We're
a
zeroing in on
snapshot.
Gulfport,
Let's
and
do
once
it.
again, they're a thriving little community,
Right.
and this is the reason why they have a lot of good stuff. Down
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Now, if I'm already located here, I already have my business, and I just want to kind of look at what's around me, in maybe a 10-mile radius or something. How
Right.
can the map help me with that information?
With the pinpoint tool or find by location, for this particular scenario, we've used Ulmerton and Starkey, and I've dropped a pinpoint here. And it shows you can do all of these different reports here with labor force, demographics, consumer spending, wages, and businesses. The businesses, if we click on that, that actually does a 1-mile radius just because there's so many businesses that are just packed into such a small space here. But it gives you a snapshot of the industries in which those particular businesses are located in and their employees and their estimated sales. And you can drill down to actually find out those particular business names.
And it certainly might tell me about some resources that are available in my neighborhood that I don't
Absolutely.
even know about.
Right, if you need a vendor or to find out where your competition competition is.
Well, and I would imagine that that sort of information is really great for people who have their businesses here or who are really wanting to relocate here. But I would imagine if I'm up in Chicago wanting to move to Pinellas County, this is invaluable information.
This is a great tool. Our site selectors and companies that are looking to move to Florida definitely use economic development tools just like this to drill down and possibly get Pinellas County onto the short list so that they know they can find space here, and then they can contact us and say, hey, we've got a couple properties, we want to come see you and see what you can do for us.
An incredible asset. Now, if I have business space, if I have commercial properties that are available that I'm looking to fill, how can I get that information to you?
Right back on our homepage again at pced.org. Underneath that for sale or lease sign, there's an agent login button that they'll click on, and then that'll bring up a screen for them to be able to request access to our database, and I'll set them up with an account and they can start inputting their property.
So Dede, an asset like this is going to make redevelopment in Pinellas County go a whole lot easier.
Absolutely.
Back to you, Libby.
Thanks, Lynn. That's an incredible amount of information. If you'd like to investigate the real estate database for yourself, you need to visit Pinellas County Economic Development's website at pced.org and click on the link at the top of the page. Still to come on Good Business Pinellas, we visit Pinellas County's Job Corps Center and see how the Small Business Development Center is helping young people see business in a whole new light. But up next, we'll talk with author, human resources and business consultant Kelley Rexroad of K-Rex Consulting about what you need to know about the Affordable Care Act and your business. Stay tuned.
He works with illusions. He works with illusions too. This man is a magician, winning the applause of his audience. This man is a compulsive gambler, losing his money, losing his self-worth, and losing his family. There is no illusion for the compulsive gambler except that of winning. But there is help. No tricks, no illusions. Call the Florida Council on Compulsive Gambling helpline, 888-ADMIT-IT.
Welcome back to Good Business Pinellas. We're here at the EpicCenter for the SBA Pinellas Business Growth Conference. And growing your business has to do with a lot of details. And joining us today is Kelley Rexroad with K-Rex Consulting. Thank you for being here, Kelley.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Now today you've been speaking at the conference about the Affordable Care Act that's went into law in March of 2010, and now it's coming into play for businesses around the country. Can you give us some details about what's going to happen for businesses?
Oh my, this is going to be a very long program if we're going to go into a lot of details. So let me try to take it down to 4 simple items for folks. The first one is this started in 2010, as you said, but actually rolls out through 2018. So one of the things to make sure that small businesses do is to stay compliant. They need to understand what that means for them, for their size business, and stay current. Don't think that it's just this year and then it's all over. They need to understand what that impact's going to be on the culture that they have. What kind of business culture do they want? What do they want their employees to feel about their business? And how will this impact that? And then peer communication to their employees. Once they make that strategy decision, how are they going to communicate that out to the employees? And how are they going to stay current with those employees in that communication? Mm-hmm. So there are so many details, whether you're a large employer or a small employer. And then what kind of programs are you going to offer? Because the program that you decide to offer or not offer could have a huge impact on your employees' welfare.
Mm-hmm. And we have some milestones coming up this year in 2013. Can you tell me about that milestone?
Right, the one coming up that everyone should plan for is October 1st. There's 2 things happening that day in particular. It's like a light switch suddenly. The exchanges become open, and the exchanges are the marketplace, an internal marketplace. There'll still be an external marketplace, but it is an internal marketplace where employees can go purchase health care. For small businesses, there's something called SHOP, the SHOP exchanges, small health care optional program and plans. For individuals, there will be the individual exchanges that they can go to, but those exchanges must be up and running, even if it's just a shell of a website on October 1st. And many of those websites have not even started yet, so this is going to be a very busy 90 days. The second big item happening October 1st is a compliance item that goes out for every single employer. And that is to notify your folks that there is an exchange and that this is the open enrollment period, that you need to make a decision. Are you going to have health care or are you not? And if you're not, understand what the penalties will be or the taxes will be around that. So the exchange is opening, and then the communication, that's a compliance item that will be provided to you by the government. And then you must make sure that gets out to each one of your employees to inform them of that. But that's all October 1st. So there's decisions that need to be made by the business owners today.
So what do business owners really need to do today to prepare for that milestone?
Right, they need to get some definitions around, and specifically large and small. Those businesses under 50 employees. 50 full-time employees. And you may have heard that it's focused around 30 hours a week. And so it's sort of that way because the law says one thing and the regulation says something else. This is something being written as we're doing it. So it can have some very confusing points. So the first thing is to determine, am I a large employer or am I a small employer? If you're a small employer, you don't need to offer health insurance. And you might go, that's great. That'll really help my bottom line, but that's not helping my employees. Or is it? They need to understand that there are opportunities for their employees to have subsidies and tax credits if they don't offer a plan. Also, if they decide to offer a plan and they're less than 50, that then they want to understand the shop exchange, because there's some tax subsidies for the business that comes if they go to the shop exchange. So it goes back to saying, am I large or small? And if so, what is it I want to do for my employees? Because if you do go to the shop exchange, if you offer health care insurance for your employees as a small employer where you don't need to, and you decide to do that, they are not eligible for the federal subsidies.
Okay.
And those subsidies are bigger than perhaps you might think, because it's at 400% of the federal poverty level. That's nearly $45,000 for a single person, and a family of four, almost $95,000. So someone making up to $45,000 can be eligible for subsidies, and perhaps they could get their health care cheaper than you would under the SHOP plan.
Right. So there's a lot of business decisions to be made.
There are, because it's all just capital equipment. If it's the people that make the difference, and your connection and your engagement with your folks, that's the culture of a company. You know, in this summer, there's lots of air conditioning companies, right? But it's the service that you receive.
Right.
So what's going to make that employee feel that you care about them so they give that same service to your customer? And healthcare used to be that big recruitment piece. Is it anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're going to have to wait and see.
All right, thank you, Kelley. Very good information. HR consultant and K-Rex consultant, Kelley Rexroad. If you'd like to contact Kelley, you can call her at area code 813-920-9030. That's 813-920-9030. Or email her at kelley@krexconsulting.com. Well, it is all about business here today at the EpicCenter for the SBA Pinellas Business Growth Conference. And speaking of growing your business, down at St. Petersburg's Job Corps Center, they're growing entrepreneurs. I had a chance to visit recently.
Hi, my name is Nicolette Taylor. Today I'm going to talk to you about the entrepreneurship class.
21-year-old Job Corps student Nicolette Taylor is telling classmates about a recent 8-week series of entrepreneurial classes she attended, sponsored by the Small Business Development Center at Pinellas County Economic Development.
It opened up my eyes to make me want to start my own business. I want to start a Christian clothing line for men and women.
Born in Jamaica, Nicolette came to the Pinellas County Job Corps program to get her GED and study to be a certified nursing assistant. But she also has an obvious fashion sense and a background in sewing. So when the classes were announced, the entrepreneurial bug bit. And that's exactly what the partnership is all about, opening all doors for young people when they're making career choices.
Oftentimes, students who go into the trade industry have greater exposure to entrepreneurial traits, if you will, because they're usually kind of out-of-the-box thinkers. They usually are very creative. All of those elements that entrepreneurs who are very successful obtain. And so they were the perfect candidates to have this workshop with. And as we went through it, a lot of them had never even considered entrepreneurship as a viable option. Now they look at it as, wow, I can own my own construction firm. Oh, I can own my own consulting firm.
Nicolette says she got real-world exposure to what it takes to own her own business.
Just to start on my portfolio, give me some tips on how to do business management and how to create a business and what steps you need to create that business. So it kind of gives me a little push start into knowing what I wanted to do and how I could go about doing it.
And that's also what the Job Corps program gave Nicolette, a little push in the right direction, making many dreams come true. Carol Glover, Job Corps' business community liaison, sees the value in the program, especially for students like Nicolette.
It was like it gave them a spark, and it gave them that extra, kind of what she said, extra push to realize that it was attainable. You know, so many, people in general, we have an idea, but how do you go about doing it? And so that class, you would see the students in there with their ideas that they've had since a child, and they're making this business plan and this vision chart right there in class, and you can just see their eyes opening and really believing, you know what, I can make this happen. And seeing someone not like Nicolette, who is now a U.S. citizen, and she has so much, to be thankful and grateful for, and now she can say, you know what, now I can be this U.S. citizen and be a business owner. And that's just amazing.
America is a country of many opportunities, and everybody wants to do their own ideas and they want to do their own thing. So it was kind of like, you can do this. America gives you that chance to go out there and to pursue your dreams. And with that, I was like, I can be a designer if I put my mind to it and do what I want in the design field. So it kind of gave me that push a little bit.
Pursuing her dreams of a better life in America through education at Pinellas County's Job Corps Center.
Another great story from St. Petersburg's Job Corps Center, growing young entrepreneurs. If you'd like to grow your business, you need to contact Pinellas County Economic Development. Visit their website at pced.org. Or you can give them a call at 727-464-7332. Or keep up with them on Facebook or Twitter at Pinellas Biz. That's Pinellas B-I-Z. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Good Business Pinellas. It's the television of business, Good Business Pinellas. See you next time.
Great, you might as well bring out the union. Because that's what you're doing. You're asking about wages and benefits, that's protected concerted activity, and it allows you to then form a union based upon a discussion. Now, from 2014 to 2016, and that was 10 essentials, right? So everybody's looking at the same thing. And then you've got some compliance issues. Right now, one of the things you may have heard about from your friends who work at